Would you like to help Peanut Butter act out his story? Then place his special flashlight in his paw. This story is called Scaredy Mouse of the Dark. Bring. Peanut Butter was so excited. It was opening day for the new Sally Space Mouse movie, Sally Space Mouse vs. Squeaky Bot, and Canny was taking him to see it. They made it to the front of the line and Peanut Butter said, "Two for Sally Space Mouse, please." Along with the tickets, they got a special surprise, an official Sally Space Mouse button. Wow! Bring. Peanut Butter put on his button and they went inside and found 2 seats. After he and Canny sat down, it got really, really dark. So he held Canny's hand tight. The movie was mouse-erific. 2 paws up. Squeaky Bot was an evil alien rat-like robot with sharp striking claws and a glowing eye. When he popped out and tried to get Sally, everybody jumped. Canny even spilled her popcorn. Bring. That night at dinner, we couldn't stop talking about the movie. Canny liked how real the alien rat robot looked like. She held up a yellow cup up in front of her face and said, "Woo, click, clack, woo. I will get you, Sally Space Mouse." Peanut Butter liked the part where Sally said, "It's time for a Sally Wally," and zapped Squeaky Bot with her laser light. Sally! Squeaky Bot scurried around and sped back to his space cave. Bring. That night, after Lorgan tucked Peanut Butter in, his cage seems darker than usual. He was just falling asleep when he heard a noise. Woo! Click, clack, woo! It sounded like Squeaky Bot was right outside his cage. He pulled the covers up over his head so he couldn't find him. When he didn't hear his scary noise for a while, he peeked out. But there, right next to his cage, was the shadowy shape of Squeaky Bot. Bring. Peanut Butter ducked under the covers, but when he peeked out again, he saw an eye blink open right beside his cage. He yelled, "Ack! It's Squeaky Bot!" And in a flash he was out of his cage and halfway to Canny and Lorgan's room. He ran into their bedroom yelling, "Canny! Lorgan! It's Squeaky Bot is in my cage!" Lorgan gave him a big hug. He said, There, my sweet little Peanut Butter. It was just a movie." Ring. Canny held his paw and walked back to his cage. "There are no robots in here, Peanut Butter, but I got this for you." She put something in his paw. It was a flashlight. Canny said, "We're right down the hall if you need us, Peanut Butter. But if you get scared again, just turn on the flashlight." Bring. Good "Good night, my brave mouse," she said. Then she gave him a snuggle and went back to her room. Peanut Butter decided he could be brave, just like Sally Space Mouse. He thought,
if that robot comes back, I'll give her a Sally Wally.
Peanut Butter switched off the flashlight and tried to go back to sleep. Just when he was sure that monster was gone for good, he heard the noise again. Woo! Click, clack, woo! But this time he was ready. Bring. Peanut Butter pointed the flashlight at his cage. The tree outside was moving in the wind. The wind. That's what was making the woo-woo noise. And the click-clack was just a small tree branch tapping on the glass. It was nothing to be scared of. Peanut Butter pulled the covers up to his chin and rolled over to go to sleep. But there it was again, the shadowy shape by his window. What do you think it was? Bling. Quick as a laser beam, Peanut Butter aimed the flashlight across his room. It was just his tuxedo hanging on the back of a chair. Maybe this was just a movie after all, Peanut Butter thought, and tried to go to sleep. But just then, a golden flash of light caught his eye. He knew it could only be one thing: Squeaky Bot's glowing eye. Bring.
Okay, you sneaky robot. It's time for a Sally Wally.
Peanut Butter pointed the flashlight right at him. But guess what? There was no robot at all. All he saw in the light was his Sally Space Mouse button. He turned off the flashlight and looked around his room. The tree, the chair, and his button just looked different in the dark. There was nothing to be scared of at all. Bring. When Peanut Butter woke up the next morning, he felt so proud. He made it through the whole night by himself. He wanted to remember his brave night and how the flashlight helped him. He put the flashlight in the story box and said the special rhyme Candy taught him. He placed this keepsake in the box. A future story it unlocks. Bring. At breakfast, Candy asked, "So, Peanut Butter, any more trouble last night?" He laughed and said,
Squeaky Bot did stand a chance, thanks to your bright idea.
The end. That was mouse-erific.